Something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. McCaffrey will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And this time he's going to lose yardage as they push him back to the 4-yard line. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Lance. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Lucky. You know that's one that he would love to have back. That should have been picked off. Threw that one into a crowd. He's just so fortunate the defender couldn't react fast enough and get his hands up.
Gonzalez's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
They'll roll him out right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now it's Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Come on, 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's gets a first down.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Right, Dixon. Little check. Ready?
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Right, 97. Check you.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
38.
Here's Lance to throw it. Finding Gray on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. The Niners sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And Lance now to throw. Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Black Ultra. Green Jack.
Now Lance. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Diamador Lenore up to make the tackle.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
11 empty. 11 Thomas.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Man open, that's Ja'Marr Chase complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
11 mighty. 11.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Burrow on 3rd down. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Ja'Marr Chase, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are back within a score. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 and 10-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, Parker. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments... Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. 11, 11. Stop.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. It's caught inside the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
12.
Burrow will throw. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Deommodore Lenoir. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check right.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And Lance going to throw. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Ready, go! Check, pink! Let's go! Cut, cut!
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
11 mighty.
Here's Burrow. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
To the air again, Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
Gun. Shot. 12. 11. Shot.
Now a turn and a give to Mixon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On 2, ready?
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
A field goal will get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down.
11 MP paint. 11 MP paint. 11.
Burrow looking to pass. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners have taken a 4th quarter lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Bengals drive about to get going. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete.
And now ball going to be intercepted yet again. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
10 cycles.
Lance looking to throw it. That's complete, left side to Gray. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Lance. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And they'll work this down inside the 30. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth-quarter advantage.
Ready.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle, trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bengals drive about to get going. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Burrow. incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers, now that they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Gun.
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
Here we go. 11 mighty.
A final shot now for Burrow. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So the victory here for San Francisco. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Niners, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to rebound next week as they